Hello, my name is Leo, and welcome to a new day of Vesper.5. We are now in, we're not in anyway, we're fast traveling. Yes, that's right. We're fast traveling to Glen Point? Or were we already at Glen Point? Wait. I think you're already at Glen Point, you're fast traveling to the Cave of Wonders. Yes, we are. That's right, we are. Okay, anyway, let's move up. Hey. So that was fun. See you tomorrow. No. So the typhoon is pretty much gone now. From where I am, it's headed up to the north areas of Japan. I think I've seen like images of damage and trees being uprooted and stuff like that. Nothing really happened here. Even though it apparently went almost directly overhead. Nothing, like, there was a bit of wind, a little bit of rain, that's it. Like, yesterday afternoon, it was gone, like, completely gone. And, you know how yesterday morning, I did all that bullshit with the boarding up the windows and the, you know, battening down the hatches and all that shit? Well, now, today, I had to fucking undo all that bullcrap. That was a giant waste of fucking time. A giant waste of time. And, I was thinking that this is a giant waste of time when we were doing it yesterday. But I didn't really want to say anything because I didn't really want to offend anyone. And I was like, God, why are we doing this? This is... the fucking tornado. The typhoon's gonna be gone. Like, and literally, by the time we had finished everything, the typhoon had actually gone like 2-3 hours later. So why do we fucking bother? And there was no, like, not enough wind to kick up, you know, anything. It was a complete waste of fucking time. Anyway. And the other thing that I'm really annoyed about is that we spent so much effort boarding up these windows. Now, I say boarding up the windows, right? So the windows themselves got this little outside thing where you can slide over these two large wooden panels that cover up the windows. Okay? Now, I would have thought just doing that would be enough. No. We have to get giant planks of wood and wedge them, like, between the... it's confusing. Wedge them between the wooden door and, like, the outer area so that they don't rattle. And I'm like, why? Who cares? It's windy outside. It's gonna rattle a little bit. Who gives a flying poop? Not me. But we had to do it. And the waifu's father almost fucking killed himself climbing a ladder that sunk into like it was basically sludge. Like, it was supposed to be dirt, but there was so much like water there that it was like it just sunk. He just sunk into it like quicksand. I'm like, God damn it, get the fuck out of here. Let me do this. Yet after doing all that effort, we didn't really do much to cover up like garden tools that were just, you know, hanging on nails, you know, just out in the middle of nowhere, or just, you know, spades or trowels or sharp metallic objects that were just lying on the ground, you know, just lying on the ground, that, you know, a very small amount of wind could have picked them up and impaled someone in the head. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but we didn't do anything to cover that up. No, they're fine, he says. They're fine. No, they won't move. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I didn't say anything? Because I didn't want to have to put this shit away as well. So I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. Despite the fact that, in my mind, I'm like, are you fucking crazy? We spent all this time boarding up these windows that really isn't going to do anything. And you're not even going to bother with these, like, light tools that have sharp edges on them. Whatever. Anyway, it's done. Typhoon's gone. I've unboarded everything, which is a pain in the ass. And business as usual. Yay. Moving on. I did want to talk about something else, actually. Something that I found the other day. Came to my attention. Avo888 brought it to my attention. That there is a game called Iron Sky Invasion. Now, Iron Sky was this kind of like it's almost a Kickstarter fan, like, funded movie about at the end of World War II, the Nazis escaped to the moon. And they built a moon base. And they stayed there for however many years it was until 2018, when they came back and invaded Earth. And the movie, I don't know, I showed it to Avo and Jack. They didn't really like it that much. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Most of it anyway. Yeah, it was just... The best part about it was actually, it was supposed to be set in New York, and there were scenes in New York, but the majority of the scenes were actually set in a town in Australia. Just straight up. Like, they were in it, they were like doing a scene on a street, and I'm like, I fucking know that building. I've been there before. That's awesome. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, so the game, Iron Sky Invasion. I had a look at it. Actually, what I did watch, I didn't get through the whole thing because I kind of ran out of time, but I started watching a full Let's Play of the game in German with German commentary, which is weird, to say the least. What with the game being all, like, you know, sort of against the Germans, or against the Nazis anyway, kind of thing. And it's funny, in the German version, obviously, whenever someone speaks German, they don't subtitle it, and, like, you know, but whenever it's in English, it's got German subtitles so that he can read it. So he's reading the German subtitles for the English parts, but for the German parts, he knows exactly what they're talking about. But yeah, the game itself, though, I got the demo. I played the demo for a little bit, which gives you like 30 minutes worth of gameplay. It's alright. It's basically a Wing Commander style game. It's just a spacey, shooty game. And although it's got like cutscenes and a lot of the actors from the movie doing cutscenes like during the game, it's not the movie. It doesn't have the same charm as the movie has. It feels, especially the gameplay sections, are very, very serious. And that's not what I think of when I think of Iron Sky. But, you know, the cutscenes, they're kind of tongue-in-cheek. They don't really hit the mark. I particularly don't like the voice of the protagonist, the person you play as. I think that's a bit... yeah. I would have much preferred it if I wanted to do a Let's Play of it. Have him silent, so that I could just read the lines myself. That would have been cooler. The other actors are alright. It sort of comes off as a bit D-grade, you know, of a movie, as far as the cutscenes are concerned. Which is to be expected, I guess. It's a very cheap game. Whenever brought it to my attention, it was actually $2 for the game. Usually it's what? Usually it's $10? Yeah, it was like 90% off. Wait, that's not what 90% off means. Well, I don't know, maybe it was $20. Whatever, the point is, it was $2. And I don't know if it's like that on the American version, but at least for the Australian Steam, you can get that game for $2. So, you know, I don't know, I've sort of sated my appetite with the demo. Because the demo is basically the full game, but you can only play through the main mission. You can't save the game, and you can only play through the main mission for 30 minutes, and then it cuts out. But, you know, I played through the game, watching the cutscenes, and then I replayed the game, skipping the cutscenes, because the cutscenes take up the 30 minutes as well. And then, you know, make it further through the game. And then I sort of started dying, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't really... I probably wouldn't, even if I bought the game, I probably wouldn't play much past this part anyway. So what's the point in buying the full game? Yeah, go check it out. If you could, yeah, download the demo. It's a fun little game. But I just thought, you know, like the cutscenes from Red Alert Command & Conquer. Well, actually, you know what? The cutscenes from Red Alert Command & Conquer were better than the cutscenes in this game. Like, they They were really low budget. They were cheesy. Well, actually, Vinlands weren't that cheesy, but you know they were pretty, you know, pretty low budget. These are basically like that. The cutscenes in this game are basically like those cutscenes, but worse and cheesier. And they try to be funny, but they're not really that funny. But oh well, what can you do? But yeah, that's Iron Sky. Anyway, tomorrow, do we arrive? No, we arrive on Sunday. Hopefully. So tomorrow we're fast traveling? I believe tomorrow we're fast traveling. Don't quote me on that, because I could be wrong. Sure. I'm an idiot. Tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, so tomorrow, hopefully, we will have arrived in Arena. Yeah. Cool. Do you even know what day? It's Saturday. I know. Sorry. Look, with the typhoon going, and I you know, didn't have to go to work because of the typhoon. I've sort of been forgetting what day it is. All right, fine, whatever. Sue me. All right. Anyway, tomorrow, yeah, hopefully we'll be in the Cave of Wonders. We'll be doing a shut up and play. I gotta go kill some dude. Right? Yeah, I gotta kill the dude and then get out, and then move on to the next town. Alrighty. Well, for now, my name is Leo, and I'll see you next time.